Okay, so I'm just gonna pretty much give my testimony. Um, I had went to a youth rally in 2009 for the first time, and really I was too young to understand anything, and one night down there I started to cry, and I didn't really understand why, but my uncle told me, he said, it's conviction, and I was like, I don't really know what that is, but okay, so, the week went on, we went home, and, well, the next year I got offered to go again, and I went, I just went for fun. I'm just going to be honest. And because I didn't really understand things, but, I'd known all my life because I grew up in church up until a certain point that I wanted to live right and serve the Lord and stuff. And um, in 2012, I ended up not going to Youth Rally that year because I was like, no point in me going. My life's okay here. I'm doing fine. And pretty much the devil just held me back from it. And, you know, well, 2013 got here and everybody was talking about it, and I was like, I want to go to Youth Rally. I just felt this really big desire in my heart to go, and now that I look back, I'm glad I went. And Tuesday night, 11 people got saved, and they started singing the song, and I started to cry, and I just sat back there in that pew, and I just let my mind drift off somewhere else, and I just didn't want to think about it because there's times before that it happened, and I just never felt that joy of being saved like everyone else had talked about, and just didn't understand. I mean, I just thought maybe something was wrong with me, and finally I just broke down Thursday night and was in the kitchen floor crying, and I ended up telling my uncle and them and my grandma about it, because they understand more because my grandpa was a preacher and stuff. And it was just like there was this big wall between me and God. And I was like, I don't understand why I can't get saved. I just don't get it. And I told them, and I was like, I'm scared of I'm scared of going to hell, and I know I would go to hell if I died right now. And I just want to do right by the one who gave his life for me and live my life right, because I don't want to die and go to hell. I don't want my kids to go die and go to hell. I want to bring them up in church, and I don't want them to end up like me or the mistakes I've made as a teen. And I'm pretty lucky for the people in my life, the people at that church, because honestly I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. And I'm just thankful for that. And God has stood by my side even when I've walked out on Him. And there is so many kids out there that they're just like, oh, I'm just gonna go out and party and have fun and just do whatever I want. And I watch these kids be disrespectful towards their parents, and they just don't care how they hurt them. And I was once one of those teens. I was really bad back talking and had a really bad attitude and was always mean with my brothers and sisters. And it kills me to watch these kids be disrespectful to their moms, especially because my mom doesn't even have the slightest bit of anything to do with me. And maybe God has a reason for that. I don't know. But people should really be thankful for what they have, because I have my dad, and he's been the best he can be to me, and all I've ever done is disrespect him and stuff like that. And it breaks my heart for how I treated him in the past, and I love him more than anything, and it would mean a lot to me if my sisters and my brothers and my dad and them got back in church and stuff like that. And I just want you teens out there to know that you should never be ashamed if you ever feel conviction on your heart sitting in a pew. Don't just let the devil make you think of other things. You go up to that altar and you pray. You pray, I don't care what it takes. You want someone to pray with you? Ask someone to go with you. No, it's not easy as a teen because you're gonna have people who judge you. You're gonna have people who judge you. But in his coming days, it's not gonna matter because those people who judged you and were not right with God, they're gonna go to hell. You should never be ashamed of wanting to praise someone who gave his life for you. And I'm just grateful that God saved me, and I'm hoping he can do the same for people in my family. And I guess that's all I wanted to say. So have a good night.